Open Your Eyes is brought to you by the Belize Bank, our country, your bank, and Smart, bringing people together.
Live from Channel 5 studio in Belize City, it's Open Your Eyes, Start Your Morning Right with your hosts, April Martinez and Desani Caetano.
Good morning and welcome to Open Your Eyes.
Start your morning right.
I'm April Martinez.
And I am Isani Caetano. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Isani.
Good morning, my friend.
Week of Christmas.
Better yet, I hear that one of the 9.
I wish. I really, really wish. But it is, congratulations to them, really.
Hey,
but
let's put it in proper context,
yes.
man. You can't say congratulations to them because I see that one of the 9. Look, there were 9 winners of the $1 million jackpot over the weekend,
yes.
Right? And each of them, my understanding is walking away with $111,000. Congratulations. See, that's how you do it, man. You have to put things in context, right?
Indeed. And that is still a lot of money. Like,
Yep.
I don't even know what I would have done. What would you do with that? You got plans?
Look, I bought 3 series of numbers, right? Obviously, none of them came up.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. 44, 85 were the lucky numbers. And yesterday, 85 was the winning single number.
Put that.
Go figure.
All
right, let me continue.
But yes, and we'll get into that and more. But for our show lineup, we have a jam-packed Monday morning scheduled for our viewers today, and we are going to be kicking things off with the, of course, safety of the season. It is, Quete season. It is, everybody is out and having a good time. And so for our first conversation, we'll have our friends from the Belize Fire Department come in to speak on fireworks and Dynamite safety. Remembering classic Belizean Christmas traditions. And I think we would tackle some of that on our own. We have that conversation. Yes, okay. We go down memory lane. Thirdly, transforming your table for Christmas dinner. And lastly, making memories with Christmas heads up. And I believe that that's a game that Isani and I will be playing for this morning.
What?
Yes.
Games early Monday morning?
Early Monday morning. But it is, like I said, Christmas week. Everybody's kind of winding down, feeling the festive spirit. So we have to feel our festive spirit here too, Isani.
All right, tell you what, before we get into the conversation, though, let's jump into the 5 things that our viewers need to know.
Here are 5 things that you need to know before you leave your homes this morning. First topic, which is a very intense topic, I think Isani and I were kind of already dabbing into it before the show started, is inflation or policy. The problem when it comes to our socioeconomic dynamics in the country of Belize. Robbery, suspect fatally shot in Cayo. Robbers on motorcycle attempt to hold up delivery workers. 9 winners share 1 million BGLL jackpot, as Isani and I just pointed out. And lastly, Court of Appeal quashes Oscar Salgado's conviction over unfair trial. So these are very much topics that people have been talking about in the media. I know we have certainly been covering it in our newscast.
All right, so let's begin with the spate of robberies first of all, right? This morning, we'll have a news team heading out west to Santa Elena to look into that incident that happened over the weekend where an alleged robber was fatally shot, right? Now, if you look at what took place over the course of this weekend, we've reported at least 3 either attempted robberies or successful robberies that have been pulled off. There was a video, I believe it was from San Pedro. I need to get the facts straight on that part of it. But there was a video nonetheless where two individuals walked into a store and accosted the store owner, and they put a beating on him, and this was all captured on camera, right? I'll go on record, my opinion solely. When you put yourself in a situation where you are depriving someone of their earnings or any physical property or what have you, you have to be prepared to take what comes with that risk.
Indeed.
So in this case, while there are people in the comment section with the one with Santa Elena that says that's somebody's son, he should have known exactly what he was getting into when he decided to walk into that premise and attempt to pull off an armed robbery. And I don't blame the store owner for defending himself and his property in that manner. It is what it is. So while, yes, this morning we're going to go out there and try to investigate and probably try to talk to the family members, and they probably have their own opinion and try to say, you know, this type of person or whatever, you knew exactly what you were getting into when you decided, look, despite the fact that I may not have a job, despite the fact that I may not want a job, despite the fact that I want money and try to earn it the easy way, I'm going to walk into this business and try my luck.
Yeah. I find that during this time of the year, we are seeing the increase of robberies.
And the Belize Police Department has been on record over the past several weeks. I would want to say, and again, this is informal, I'm not stating it as a matter of fact in terms of the timeline, but for me, I started taking note of it with the murders of the two young men from the Sarita's delivery, right? This was in the Hummingbird Highway near Armenia. So my antenna, so to speak, began, scanning, and so, wow, there's an uptick in robberies and robbery attempts across the country.
I think that it kind of ties into some of the other topics that we would cover this morning in terms of where we are economically and what we can afford in this economy. You know, when we think about this time of the year, people want to, not just this time of the year.
Be devil's advocate very early this morning. What drives you to commit these kinds of offenses? You can't tell me that what you can afford on the state of the economy. Because there are a lot of hardworking people in this country who get up every day and go and find something productive to do that earns them an honest living.
I agree.
Now, what they do or what they can afford with that money is the conversation that we'll have later on. But if you walk in our store with a gun, that's not about affordability or
so
state of the economy. I can't speak for them. I don't know what their driver momentum is to say, well, that's what they're going to do. But why would you make a decision where you're saying, perhaps, I'm desperate? I don't know if it's desperation. I really don't know. I'm taking a shot in the dark if I'm assuming what drives them to do these kinds of crimes.
I honestly did chalk it up to some level of desperation, though, because I mean, again, I don't know these people. I don't know what goes through their minds when they're about to do something like that. But I feel like, when you're about to make a bad decision, right? I feel almost nervous. There is a sense of hesitation, there is a sense of feeling of dread and fret. And so for somebody to overcome all of those emotions and still carry out such an incident, I would say it does come within a form of desperation. Yeah, I'm not sure, I can't speak for them, but I do chalk it up to a sense of desperation, Sani. There has to be. Like you overcome all of them, the emotions.
Respect to what you're saying, because I'm looking at this from a different perspective as well, right? When two men get on a motorcycle and attempt to rob someone here in Belize City, do you believe that that's an act of desperation? We could argue that.
Yeah.
We could argue that. I don't believe it's an act of desperation, right? I believe it's deliberate in terms of trying to deprive people of what they've worked for or what they're doing. I think it's deliberate. But I'll leave it at that, April.
Well, and that does take us to a different topic when it comes to the state of our economy, when it comes to the things that Belizeans can afford. Because you're right, you have hardworking Belizeans that get up every single day, they do what they have to do. But let's face it, Isani, some of us take on 2-3 jobs just so that we are able to afford to live in this economy.
All right, so which takes us to the other conversation,
Yes, if it's
right?
inflation
So
or policy.
Over the weekend, Mike Singh posted an opinion on
his Facebook page.
the economic state of affairs, so to speak, right? So, man, basically they say, look, when we look at this entire picture of affordability, and it's interesting because the Prime Minister was on the couch with us fairly recently, where he was saying that, look, the opposition has adopted this American terminology of affordability, right? And, but it's very real.
Yes.
So while we talk about inflation, we also need to talk about affordability in the face of inflation, right? Because let's face it, April, what the dollar once was,
It no longer
however you choose to track it, it's no longer what it is today in terms of what you can purchase with the dollar, right? So inflation directly impacts the power of the dollar, affordability, right? What is interesting in all of this to me is what took place over this very weekend with the second GST-free weekend, right? And a lot of people are out there and a lot of people took advantage of it, as they should, right? But while we were all breathing a sigh of relief this weekend that we could get paint with a certain discount, we could buy certain things that are, not zero rated at a certain discount, it's only a 2-week or 2-weekend reprieve, right? After this, everything goes back to normal. In January, everything goes back to where they were in terms of, as of today, actually, everything goes back to where it is with all the taxes and what have you. And not everybody would be able to go back into those places and afford those items on the shelves.
But let me just also play devil's advocate in this sense, right? Because even if you leave your grocery shopping and all of the essential items that you do need for your everyday life, even with the sigh of relief of that 12.5%, because I was watching, right? I went out, I got a few things. I was looking at the numbers that the cashier was punching in, and I was seeing the difference and so forth. If I wasn't somebody that worked the way that I work, and I have multiple spaces that I earn income, I don't know if the average person would still be able to go in and foot that bill. And I'm not saying it's in the hundreds or thousands of dollars of that bill, but the average person that makes $1,000 or less than $1,000 a month would not be able to foot that bill on a regular basis, right?
So then you're proving the point that
yes,
I'm making.
exactly. And so what I'm trying to say is that when it comes to the state of the economy now, you do have to think to yourself, and I always look at, when I was growing up and the house that my parents could afford versus the income that I make, and I can't even get one land or a loan yet, right? Or a mortgage yet. And so it does come back to where we are and what we can afford. And I'm not saying things like luxury items. I'm talking about basic day-to-day items that somebody needs to live. Yeah. So
I know with you. All right. What's our next topic?
So in terms of the Oscar Salgado case, that I think is also one that has been making headlines.
All right. So we have to make it clear to our viewers that the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions, perhaps the DPP herself, will be taking this matter before the Caribbean Court of Justice for a final round of hearings, so to speak. The CCJ being the final court, the final appellate court for Belize, right? But a year ago or so, this man was convicted, sent to prison. A few months later, the person whose testimony is in the mix of everything was shot and killed here in Belize City. This matter was appealed almost immediately after Mr. Salgado was convicted, the Court of Appeal heard the matter, and they're saying, look, this whole process was unfair to Mr. Salgado, and on that basis, the conviction was quashed, right?
Yeah.
And he is a free man. But when you look at all of this thing, April, it makes for a very good Lifetime movie. I'll be real with you. It's the kind of drama that has a
Yeah.
lot of moving parts, right? A lot of moving parts. There's an allegation made against Mr. Salgado, then the plot thickens, right? There's an allegation that there was a murder for hire.
Yeah.
The thing got in a court. The main witness
Didn't show up.
couldn't show up because he was so fearful of his life, so they had to enter phone conversations and stuff. And the trial judge at the time said, okay, well, I could understand that the man is living in fear, so let's admit this into evidence and what have you. But the interesting part of all of it, and I'm no lawyer or whatever, I just believe in some aspect of common sense, right? As far as natural justice goes, if I make an allegation or I accuse you of something, your right is to be able to face your accuser,
Yeah.
right? So in this case, Mr. Ramirez did not appear in court for fear of his life. That is documented. But then Mr. Ramirez got shot and killed a few months after this conviction. And I'm not putting the two things together. Mr. Ramirez was a known street figure.
Yes.
So maybe the demons of his past
Came back.
elsewhere in his life came back to haunt him in that particular unfortunate situation. But it just builds. And
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. If you commit that and put that on paper, it makes for an excellent storyline for a Lifetime movie.
And then regardless of the comments that I've seen people been making, you know, you're right. When it comes to court cases, if you are a lawyer, if you are within the justice system, you have to find someone innocent until proven guilty. And if there is no evidence, if your star witness is no longer here to testify.
In this case, there was evidence.
Right.
Now, whether that evidence was properly tested became part of the issue, right?
Right. Tampering of evidence was an issue.
The court was relying on hearsay
Yeah.
in terms of the actual evidence that was brought before it.
Right. So, in all intents and purposes, Mr. Oscar Salgado is walking away as a free man. We will see what the Caribbean Court of Justice has to say. But I did find it, the line very interesting that the DPP did mention, to say that we have to treat this case with the sensitivity that it does bring, because Mr. Salgado is a lawyer. He is a part of the justice system, and you know, this case kind of has like a magnifying glass over it with other lawyers, with other persons that work within the justice system, because if this can happen to him, it can happen to others.
Fair enough. Look, there's a thing called trust. And
We don't really have it. I'm sorry.
And this thing is so very powerful. I say that to say this, April. When you, as someone who you are grieved by whatever it is that's happening and you feel wronged by somebody, when you go to an attorney, you have to have a sense of trust in his or her ability to be able to defend you in court, because that's what you go to an attorney for. But when your attorney is accused of any kind of crime, it could be a petty crime, it could be a capital offense, the point that I'm making is
That trust
you
is
have to
broken.
start questioning trust. And I think that's one of the crossroads where Mr. Salgado probably finds himself if he's to go back and practice. Because the people out here are looking at this thing, I'm like, I would never trust a man for whole my case.
Yeah.
I'm just putting that out there because those are thoughts that cross my mind when I look at certain lawyers and stuff, and they are either accused of running afoul of the very law that they're supposed to be able to defend, or they are convicted of crimes as attorneys.
Indeed.
You have to really question, okay, do I want give my person this business?
Well, we'll be looking closely at this case and see what, like I said, the Caribbean Court of Justice does say.
Yeah.
As for Mr. Salgado, as of well, this weekend, he now walks a free man.
He'll enjoy Christmas at home.
He will enjoy
That's
Christmas
good for him
at
and
home.
his family, right?
And just to leave things on a lighter note, as we were mentioning earlier, congratulations once again to the 9 winners of the Belize jackpot. You know, $1 million split into 9.
Last
Not
year it
bad.
was 14.
Well, last year was
it
14, yes.
and they walked away with about $70,000 each.
Still a lot of money.
This year it's 9. It's considerably less, right? 5 less. But they walk away with $111,000 each. So
That's it right there.
hey, that's a lot of Christmas ham and turkey and
That
things
2
for the
years
season.
worth of paychecks for somebody. Listen, that's a Merry Christmas to them and congratulations once again.
I'll try my luck again next year. We'll see what it gives.
I've never played. Maybe I should try. I don't know. Every time I do these sort of raffles or Bible-Lido and so forth, I guess I have to believe in myself. There's a level of,
Well, that's where it begins.
superstition, right? That you have
That's
to.
where it begins, right? I'm not a gambler,
Yeah.
right? But certain things I'd want to take part in, right? Like something like this. Why not try my luck?
Why
I pay me $15. I buy 3 series of numbers, and I said, let
How
the
do you
chips
buy
fall
your
within
numbers?
me.
Like, what do you base it on? Is it like somebody's birthday? Is it like an anniversary?
No.
No?
If I must dish, this is what happened, right? A few months ago or so, a former colleague of mine, he put an old phone card in a free chat group, right?
Like the ones that
Yeah,
you
like-
used to get from the scratch photo.
From way back, exactly.
Wow, okay.
An old phone card he placed in the group. And he said, remember this? And so we were just reminiscing about back in the days when you have to go and buy a $2 phone card, a $5 phone
Yeah.
card, whatever, right? So I just looked at the series of numbers and I said, this is interesting. This will be what I'll fall back on when the time for buy me jackpot or buy me
Believe it.
BGL $1 million lottery and so on. And I just tried my luck on that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder what's
You never know, I'm
Yeah.
saying that because some people draw inspiration from simply looking at a license plate or looking at a series of
That's
numbers and
true.
say, okay, let me try those numbers and boom.
Every now and again, when
Mm-hmm.
I'm I don't know, going about my daily life and I see a number in particular pop up regularly throughout the day, whether it be just by coincidence or by chance or somehow, I always tell somebody, buy that number. It's just one of those things where it's just coincidence to be seeing the number 45 come up every minute in the course of my day. But
Yeah.
I would really be interested to know how our viewers select their Belido numbers. Let us know in the comment section below. All right, Isani, we do have a show to get into for this morning. So let's see what our friends at the National Meteorological Service have to say. Here is our eye on the weather. All right, today's forecast is sunny skies with cloudy intervals. Night skies will be cloudy at times. A few outbreaks of showers and isolated thunderstorms will develop mainly along coastal and northern areas. In our temperatures for today, along the coast and our highs, along the coast is 84 degrees Fahrenheit. Inland, it's 87 degrees, and over the hills, it's 76 degrees. Our lows along the coast are 76 degrees, inland 72 degrees, and over the hills 64 degrees. In our extended forecast for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, along the coast we're seeing Tuesday with 83 degrees and inland 85 degrees. On Wednesday, it's roughly around the same temperatures with 82 along the coast and 84 inland. On Thursday, we're seeing temperatures roughly around the same as Wednesday with 82 along the coast and 85 inland. And on Friday, we go right back to along the coast 83 degrees and 84 degrees inland. In our astronomical forecast, the sun rose this morning at 6:18 a.m. and is scheduled to set at 5:23 p.m. The moon set is for 7:48 p.m. and it is scheduled to rise at 8:28 a.m. In our marine conditions, the sea state is choppy with winds blowing from the east to northeast at 5 to 15 knots. In our tides for today, our first high tide is scheduled for 9:44 a.m. with a low at 2:31 p.m., another high at 8:35 p.m., and tomorrow's low at 4:13 a.m. And that does it for our update on our weather. Thanks to the folks at the National Meteorological Service of Belize. Isani, back to you.
All right, we'll take a quick commercial break, but when we return, it's to discuss firefighting, and we're talking about fireworks as well as dynamite safety. Don't want to miss that conversation.
Everyday life. But behind every outlet, a lot is happening to bring you safe, reliable, and sustainable energy. Let's start at the beginning. Independent power producers across Belize generate electricity using a mix of renewable and non-renewable resources. Electricity travels across a network of high voltage transmission lines capable of transmitting electricity across long distances. Electricity then reaches your nearest substation, where it is adjusted to a lower voltage, making it safe to travel on the distribution lines you see in your community. From there, electricity makes its final journey from the distribution lines to your home, providing you with safe and reliable power when you need it. Belize Electricity Limited. We continue to serve you.
Open your eye, streets gone too.
Somebody call police, call Coast Guard, BDF, Santa.
This could be the biggest story of the year.
Guys, we need headlines. What about no Christmas tree? Big problem.
I hope we never thief the security footage as well.
How we want to sell Christmas packages with no Christmas?
The thief Christmas.
What? I hope they never Grinch.
It is the Grinch.
Make him look dangerous, but Christmassy. Okay, posting now.
We need the eye in the sky.
Okay guys, prompter is loaded.
Ready to go live.
In 3, 2, 1.
Christmas has been stolen by none other than the Grinch.
Eyewitnesses saw him struggling, carrying all that Christmas decorations. He couldn't have gone.
Excuse me, Paul. I'm being told we have a sighting of this green menace in our backyard.
Ha, we got him green-handed.
At GBM, not even the Grinch could cancel Christmas.
This past year, we have enjoyed creating moments to bring you and your families together. And this holiday season, we wish you and your families even more togetherness, with moments filled with love, laughter, and joy. We wish you a Merry Christmas and much success in the new year from all of us here at GBM.
Oh, I need this Christmas time. It's to keep your heart near mine. So much the way I'm gonna reach you. Every message, every call. I don't need a gift to hold. Just a voice that feels like home when the day is flowing through. Smart's connecting me straight to you. May every hello I miss you, every Merry Christmas too. Through the season warm and bright, Smart connects our hearts tonight. All we want this Christmas time is that feeling so divine. Sharing joy across the nation, Smart
Every hello, I miss you, and Merry Christmas find its way through.
Because no distance is too far when we're smartly connected.
Merry Christmas!
Smart, bringing people together.
And welcome back. Joining us in studio this morning for our first conversation is Mr. Javier Ozzy Canol. He's an emergency medical technician at ABC Life Support, and he's accompanied by Gladstone Buckner, the station supervisor for the Belize District National Fire Service. Gentlemen, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
It's an interesting time of the year when you look at all of the fireworks and, you know, Dynamite and all of these racket and rockers could keep us up at night. But it's dangerous in a sense because sometimes these kids light their firecracker and just dash it somewhere and don't know that it could actually spark and cause a fire, right?
Yes.
So let's talk about fire safety from that point of view, where you have kids and you have adults as well who participate in fireworks and pyrotechnic display, if I use that big term, right? But they're not looking at the hazards that come along with it.
Right, there are hazards that come along with it, which it should be illegal in our country to bring in the first place. However, it still appears in our country, and for kids who are actually using these crackers, they're gunpowder inside, which is very, very dangerous. Once it busts in your hand,
that's it.
You get blisters. Sometimes depends on which size that you use. The big one,
your hand come
maybe
off.
your hand, you lose a finger. Then they have to call my good friend over here. You know, so and most of the time, if the kids actually take this indeed and throw it anywhere where you might least expect it, where there's flammable material, it will cause fire. So it is dangerous, and especially the firecracker, the one that goes up in the air, the fireworks. You don't know where it lands. You don't know what it lands on. And those sparks can ignite a fire once it lands on the right material.
I find it interesting that these are kids' toys. To me, you know, if you could light something on fire, that's it's dangerous, right? The minute you...
It's not necessarily kids' toys. Kids have access to it.
Kids have access to it, but okay, fine.
Clear.
But how is it... I'm not a parent, right? So you have to excuse my ignorance, but I was never allowed to play with those things. Like my mom had a very bad experience with it almost blowing up in her hand, right? So she's like, yeah, my kid's not to do that. And so for us, I never understood the fanfare of having cohetes. You used to hear it all over the place, and it used to cause the level of noise pollution that it creates. It's compounding. But for certain spaces, and urban spaces in particular, in big cities, are they not illegal? Is it not supposed to be something?
It
right.
is illegal. It is illegal. However, we still get to bring it in the country. It's something that we really can't stop because it comes from all different parts of the borderline. So when they do reach here, they're like, okay, when the police might go and check, they don't know who can just light it and go. They do have this whistle Dynamite, and you might know that one. Yeah, that one. When you light that one, that one take off. You don't know where you're going.
Straight to somebody's house.
Right. You don't know if it's going that way direction because you're not controlling it.
Yeah.
So that's one of the next dangers.
So admittedly, right? And I'll go where April was alluding to earlier. So my childhood, much like many of us who grew up in this country, as boys, we got sparkles, we got dynamite, we got everything, right? And dynamite coming, like what we call dynamite coming in different shape and size, and other call it blast impact, right? But it's not until we grow older that we actually realize how dangerous these things are. Because as a little boy, that was my fixation. I fascinated and I put that on our pan and the pan flap in the air and all of these things, right?
Yes.
But then I realized that a lot of people not only complain about the noise, You mentioned the whistling dynamite, right? I've seen firsthand where boys light whistling dynamite, and like you said again, they don't know where that takes off to. Straight into somebody's living room, straight into a bedroom or whatsoever, and then that creates a fire. You can't say sorry when the place done the burn down, right? What do you do then?
Well, what do you do then? You call 990. When you see that happen, you call 990, which is the fire department number. Going back, honest, I used to play it myself when I'm younger, honestly, going to shoot the whistle dynamite. And one take off from me, I went into my grandmother's house. And I learned from that, and I stopped playing with it from there on because I get a beating and a half.
Yeah. But do you think that kids are aware of the repercussions that happen when they play with these dynamites and these fireworks and these cohetes, and they don't, right?
I don't think they do.
Okay.
I can, if I may chip in here, I can recall as a young guy, young man, I had dynamite pop in my hand. And when I throw it up, I pop, I go pick it up and put it in my pocket. And I put it in my pocket, I had like 3 or 4 others in there. And it popped right in my pocket. It busted in my pocket. So you know that will happen here in the area. So as young children, I don't think we are aware of the dangers that it actually has until we experience. When I learned that, I never ever do that again. All right, but there are dangers, and I don't think they know it. Also, I want to say, I don't know if it's really illegal, Mr. Buckner, I might be wrong, but I also heard that there are people who have permits to bring in these things. So if that, if there are people who are allowing to bring it in, like this Christmas last year we gone, man, I watched Belizean, I think now war zone.
For sure.
And you know, okay,
it was crazy.
We'll go into a slightly different conversation, but it's still related, right? So you have fireworks display on New Year's Eve to ring in the 1st of January. And in all of those crackers going off, man, they let off real firearms, right?
Yes.
And then you have bullets that come down and rain down into people's house. I could recall a couple of years ago, this very same incident happened, the same scenario that I'm drawing happened, where people were discharging their firearms while there were fireworks and stuff like that. And one landed in a woman's house and hit her. She ended up in the hospital. I reported on that. And so that's the other part of it though, right? So while we have fire safety when it comes to fireworks display, you actually have people who empty their weapon the same night and don't worry about where the bullet land, right?
It's dangerous. You use the fireworks as a cover-up,
But what are some of the measures that your departments are taking, preventative measures, and of course, if in case there is an emergency, the aftermath? So let's start with you, Mr. Buckner.
Well, this is the first step, educating people about the danger, what it can cause. Ensure that they are aware of the danger and opposed to at least to your body and to other personnel and to homes. We at the fire department, we can't go out there and stop anything. We can't go out there and say, okay, anything else, the police did that section. We're only here to talk and say, okay, here, this happened. We need to see how best we can mitigate, how we can actually slow it down from bringing it in and have our kids using it. And anything do occur, call 990.
Okay, so from an EMT's perspective, Javier, when you get that call, walk us through what your response would look like.
Well, basically, getting the call, one, and if you know Payode, and if you know what really happened, and a call back number so that I could reach to you.
Yeah.
Reference point is very important, key. Oh, I live by
Penn Road.
All right, Penn Road, but give me a reference point back up Penn Road. Something that I can see from a distance, I could go to that location.
So by the basketball court?
Yeah, or you could send me a GPS on WhatsApp.
Okay.
All right, so you get, when you reach there, and whatever they say I want right now, does not, it is my personal view, and not, it doesn't mean that you don't have to go to the hospital. I can put that clear and straight. So when you, as I approach, I need to know what really happened, because that's what determine the type of burn, if you get burned, if there were blasts. All right. If it's a blast, man, you're in a problem. Because more likely to damage your airway.
Yeah.
And several places by your body, your face, your growing areas are important. So if you get any blast like that, what would I consider flash burn? You are the fire expert. Flash burn, for those flash burns, you need to make your way to the hospital because you could talk to me right now, but you burn up in your airway. And for burning your airway, that's a difficult process to heal. So, and it's in your genital areas as well. So you go to the hospital. When you come to the first degree, second degree burns, the first degree burn are like you get a sunburn, where all the cover the top layer of your skin, no blisters. Of course, there are blisters if you get severe sunburn, right? Okay, and for those, it will take like 2 or 3 days to make that wear off. Second, and not only the top layer of the skin, epidermis. The second layer of the skin and the dermis, if you get burned on that, at that point you will see blisters for your skin. And sometimes from dynamite blast, automatically you'll see blisters come right away. And then of course there's the last one, which is the third degree burns, which go really deep. For that burn, if you get a hole by your hand, you could push your finger in there and that person now feel nothing. Because it kill all the nerves and fatty tissues, everything in there. So that the first phase we need to deal with. So what kind of burn do you get? All right. However, also anything for burns, again, home remedies, but it does not mean that you do not go to the hospital. Immediately flush with water. Water. And we're not talking about chemical burns or acid burns. We're talking about burns, flash burns, or anything from higher. Water drop on you, burn you, or hot iron curling here, ladies, then kind of thing. Water. Running water. That's it. No ice, nothing. Because if you put ice, you burn you more. No put no cream, no butter, nothing at all. Because that will contain the burn.
Okay, forgive me.
That will contain the burn and make it get bigger. So not put nothing, just water. Yes, sir.
You never heard about that before?
Butter? Like, no, I'm last on that one.
Butter. People use anything with fatty. Colgate, butter, anything. People, that are what people traditionally grew up with. I heard about those things in my grandmother's time.
That's new to me, so forgive me.
People put sugar, everything. Do not put anything on a burn except water. Flush it. Except if it's a chemical burn, then it's a total different thing. Don't use water.
Admittedly, the only one that I've heard of as a child growing up as well is baking soda.
Nope, nothing.
All right.
Water. If it's a chemical burn, you don't want to put water because that will add and create it, make it become more active. Basically, we tend to brush it off with a bank card or a stiff piece of paper to brush it off. First, then water. Now, let's get into the bang. If you hold a dynamite in your hand like had happened to me, and before I throw it up, it busts in my hand. What it did is create a second degree burn on the tip of the finger, but at the base of the finger, you actually bust it open. All right, so that was a double impact stuff. Now, if you want to stay home and maybe flush it under water, and basically we start water anywhere from 5 minutes to half an hour before the pain will actually ease off.
So you have to stay there under
you have to, so the running water can just cool it off.
Yeah.
All right. And if they tear it open, then that's a different type of wound now. You have a burn wound plus a laceration created by a blast. So then at that point, my advice to you, go to the hospital. If for some reason you stay home and you treat a burn, wash it and you say, okay. And the next morning you wake up, you have to wash it again with soap and water. And at that point, one of the best treatments you could use locally would be aloe vera or Vaseline. I need to say this, the skin, one of the biggest organ in the body has.
It is the biggest organ.
And it is there for a purpose. It protects infection from going in and it stops water fluids from coming out. So the minute the skin is broken, then that will happen. When you use something like a petroleum jelly over the broken surface, that protects it from allowing anything to go in, and it also acts as a layer over the skin. The same thing with aloe vera, but I more recommend the Vaseline. However, please understand that does not mean that you stay home. You need to go. If you have a burn bigger than your hand, go to the hospital. If you have a burn will go wrong your skin like this, it go wrong circumferential, go to the hospital. If you have a burn where you start to treat and it be okay, and the next morning you wake up, you start to smell bad or leg or pus, go to the hospital. But if you could do the home remedy, what we call pre-hospital care, before we get there, for goodness sake, no use nothing but water. So when I get there, and I see the whole hand white up. Where put there? Colgate. Oh my God, you'd create problems.
Yeah.
Don't put anything on it. All right. Some people at home, and one of the things that people use a lot is called Silvadene. It's one of the best treatment for burns, but I still recommend that you go to the hospital before you apply that, because normally you have to clean a burn before you would do those type of things.
I find that people do like to use the home remedies
A lot.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's because you're living in the rural areas, you don't got no transportation, you need to try get out and then kind of thing. So then what do? You need to do what you can do, but do not use any thing that took on a burn except water. If you want to put the Vaseline, you wait at least 24 hours before you can start to use Vaseline or aloe vera or anything else on it. Do not put it before.
How often do you see persons that get infected by doing
Actually,
remedies?
I don't see much infections.
Okay.
Normally I would see it when it happens. I would go treat it and get them to the hospital, and if it gets infected, normally it's because we're neglecting it.
Yeah.
All right, because normally if you get burned, that should be washed every single day, sometimes 2 times a day with mild facial soap or mild soap that you can use to wash it off. And then you top it off with your Vaseline. Remember why you put this stuff on top? Because you don't want nothing go in, and you don't want nothing come out.
Yeah, I think that for these, and this is the last resort, right? You don't want call Javier. You want to be able to ensure that there is safety within the homes. So for parents and kids that they will get their hands on these sort of.
And some of the times when you get to the location, the parent will say, "Well, I don't know what me to do. I'm inside to play dominoes with my friend. You know, this a good morning, Miss Lady. We have a good morning with each other, and then the boss and Dynamite outside. So I don't know what happened, and the child now." Mommy, me don't tell you to play with it. So when the child get frightened, I say, "That my friend," and nothing like that. That just, mischievousness created.
I could, you know what? Well, 4th of July, right? I always go on these websites and look at the aftermath of 4th of July fireworks, and the number of people who either get admitted for damn near blowing off their hand and stuff like that. And I tell myself, if that is not warning enough not to play with these kinds of things, then I don't know what is. But try telling that to a child who enjoys that blast, and to us it's annoying, but to a child...
It should only be a professional who handle those. Talking about fireworks on New Year's, and also this is some of the dangers as well. From my experience, I got out of BTL Park when they had fireworks, or wherever it may be. And I look up the watch, it's pretty thing, and after a while the fire thing they drop in your eye.
Right.
Again, you need to wash it out with water. All right? You wash it out with water. Or you watch and you listen thing to drop all over the place. Big stuff to drop all over the place. So it has its dangers.
But
and that as well. Those same little particles that drops, those land on the correct fibers, then we have a major issue there.
Okay, so which brings me to this, right? Shouldn't firework displays take place offshore?
Well, that's the way we try to do it, but breeze blow it in.
Well, there we go.
Breeze blow it in, because that's the way they do it. They do it out there, they always have it out there, power barge or somewhere, but the wind just blow it in.
I'll rest my case on that.
And at those times, we try to keep our best on standby. We have a truck out there on standby in the area. So in case that anything do occur, we have a vehicle in the area. So.
But these at-home fireworks and dynamites and so forth that the kids and adults play with, there has to be some level of caution. What should parents know when they give their kids these, or what should kids know when they have these sort of items? It's not a plaything, right?
Right, it's not a plaything, and like we said, that they will get their hands on it. So the caution is, don't light it where there is fabric that cloth. Or light it in your house, light it outside, light it somewhere far away from your home, especially those with still dynamite. Light it, if you want to play it, or the parents bring it for them, light it far away from the home, because we don't know where that's going. When it comes to the bigger, like the square dynamite, square boy, then also big one.
The cherry bomb.
All right,
cherry bomb.
Lighting it somewhere, a distance away from any homes or anything. And we like time it. I don't know if you remember, you used to time the top of it.
You peel the wick.
Yes.
Pull out the gunpowder.
Yes. So now, you have to be careful when you're doing things like that. And some people like to put it in a can indeed.
Oh, yes.
Some mischievous people want to see how dangerous and so exciting. They'll put a little bit of gas or whatever in it and light it and see, no, that's a whole different, that's the actual bomb.
Yeah.
That's a whole different ball game. So whenever I see kids playing that, I'll advise stay far away from any homes in an open area if they do intend to play it.
Well, boss, I must be really grinchy, right? And in my neighborhood, they'll tell you, the moment I had pop shot, I come outside, I chase everybody off of my street. I don't play that. I'm sorry.
No,
Because your dogs.
Yeah,
dogs. That's another
That's
thing. That's a whole
another
different story.
Dogs are
noise
another
pollution.
thing. Right? Dogs go crazy when kids are around with firecrackers and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean.
So the fact that you said gunpowder, and and it was so casual, like, yeah, you know, you take off the gunpowder, you light it up and everything, and I said to myself, but
you have to remember.
like you're not even supposed to even have that within the vicinity of a child, like gun. That is a weapon.
Yeah.
You
Right?
peel open a dynamite, and inside you do have a little bit of.
There is gunpowder in there.
Why are kids playing with this?
On the wick itself, it's lined with gunpowder, so you scrape it off and you got a timer, right?
Right.
Okay, so I just want to give a little more pointers on some
Sure.
burns, right? Basically, if you get burned by your hand or you get burned by any part of your extremities, which are these, right?
Yeah.
Basically, if you have on a ring, try to take it off quickly.
Before your hand get fat up.
Because if your hand start to swell, then it become problematic.
Yeah.
All right.
Blood circulation and stuff like that.
If you get burned, and I'm sure the fire department always talk about this, if you get burned and your skin, your clothing stick to that part of the skin, not try to take it off, cut around it.
Right.
All right. If you have any blisters, no bust them.
Yeah.
Because if you bust the blisters, then what happen? You break the barrier, so then infection can be created.
Yeah.
So be very, very careful with those. Wow. What else?
Well,
what's your safety message at this point, Gladstone, to our viewers who are watching?
Don't play dynamite. That's the first thing. Don't play dynamite.
But that's a large thing to. That's huge to say. Because sometimes when me, sometimes when I go, man, I try this one out. Yeah, first time I say one, let me try this. But of course, I have a experience with it, like you know. So I try it out. So it's hard to see,
right?
Because even us as big people, we want to. What about the children who are so inquisitive? They want to know. Okay, why make us do this? Make you put tight on a cocktail or something like that. You know, it's
I very much wonder what your childhoods were like on type on a cocktail. But
cocktail part is extreme, but I mean, look, growing up in Belize, that's part of your childhood at some point.
I understand that it's definitely a tradition across the country because it's not just Belize City. Listen, in the villages and the rural areas, if you sleep throughout the Christmas and the New Year season, something wrong because you will never hear a quiet space when it comes to these villages around this time of the year. All you see is smoke, right? And then it's not just the noise pollution, it's not just the air pollution, but then all of the little shish that stay, the dirt, the papers, everything that stay.
What about the asthmatic patients?
Asthmatic patients.
We have to inhale that polluted air, the foul air. So all of that.
I'm just weighing the cons and the pros, and I'm not really seeing much pros other than you light something and have a good time.
Yeah,
that's all it's for.
Okay.
That's all it is for. So, I mean, well, it's great when you have a birthday, you see things fly up. Yeah, it's my birthday. Yeah, 1, 2. Yeah, all the 5. Okay, good.
But do we? How about then you can do preventative measures to ensure that you have good, clean fun.
Right.
So what would be sorry.
So what I'll suggest, be in an open area. Be in an open area. But be careful as well. Try to put it under no pan because fragments from the pan, say that pan should bust and fragments fly from the pan. It can hurt somebody. All right. So try it in an open area. Try not to put it in containers if you want to do something like that. Be careful of the area as well. When I say open, that no stones, no debris that can fly and catch anybody. Because remember, these are gunpowders inside, and they make up when I hear a boom, that's things that fly. Yeah. Right. Whistle dynamite. No, that's something like I said you can't control. try doing it in an open area as well. We don't want the whistle dynamite to go into a vehicle and look, boom, this vehicle catch fire. Or go into your home and maybe go under the bed or go on the sofa and boom, you have something there.
Or even sparklers.
And sparklers, people like started in the homes and come out and and come out. No, do that outside. And what they like to do is light the steel wool.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Tie the steel wool, light it, and start swinging.
Yeah.
Do that outside, in an open area. Don't do that inside.
Yeah.
I give ideas.
Problem.
Long time I hear about that steel wool.
Well, gentlemen, just for our viewers, how can they contact you if in case of an emergency during this time of the year?
Throughout the country, the number is 990. 990 for whatever emergency you have.
Okay, so basically, I wouldn't advise anybody to contact me. Try to find your nearest ambulance service and record their numbers, because that is what you would need. If you live at Belize City, well, of course, you could call the ambulance here. You could call in Spanish Lookout. You could call in Cayo, Orange Walk. Try to know the ambulance number for where you live and have it readily accessible for any reason at all, any purposes at all. Don't call Javier Canul because I don't have an ambulance, but call the ambulance services. I think the number in Belize City is 223-3292 for Burt Ambulance. If you don't got credit, then call
990. You call 990 and we will move off from there. Within the other within the districts, Cayo, in the Cayo district and in the northern district, Corozal or Rinjua, you call 990, you go to our dispatch center, and dispatch will dispatch the nearest station to you. And as you know that we're trying to move up a little bit with ambulance services, just transportation, and so we can offer the transportation to medical facility.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for joining us. And
Thank you.
have a safe and Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to you both.
Thank you.
We take a quick break, and when we come back, it's all about remembering Belizean Christmas traditions. Don't go away.
Grandma, we got you some presents.
Merry Christmas, Grandma, we brought you some presents.
Here you go.
Hi, Dad. So, how has she been?
Darling, she has some moments. Some days good, some days bad. Some days she recognizes me, some days she doesn't. But you know what? Love is not forgotten. Love is always there. Always.
That's so true, Dad. You know, maybe it's time for one of those good moments, one of those good days. Hi, Mom. Let's go for a ride. Come. Let's go for a ride, Mom. Come. All right, watch your step, Mommy. Watch your step. All right, take your time. Mom, this is where you grew up. Remember? You used to tell us about playing hopscotch in the yard. See, Mom, now we're coming up to the famous swing bridge. You said Dad used to walk his bike across here with you. Yes, you remember? And look, we're in town now. And we're coming up to your old job, Mom. Now it's called Belize Bank. You remember?
Oh, John used to wait for me every day after work.
Oh, Casey. You're remembering. Remember, Mommy? You and Daddy got married here.
Oh, yes. Oh, I was so nervous that day. Oh, it was the happiest day of my life. The first time I saw John, I knew he was the one.
Aww.
There you are, Mom. We better head home. John is all alone with the children.
Yes, let's go.
John!
Mary!
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas, my love. Merry Christmas. Let's go inside, darling. Let's go inside. Merry Christmas, my love. Merry Christmas.
Open your eyes, streets gone too.
Somebody call police, call Coast Guard, BDF, Santa.
This could be the biggest story of the year.
Guys, we need headlines. What about no Christmas tree? Big problem.
I hope we never keep the security footage as well.
How we want to sell Christmas packages with no Christmas?
The thief Christmas.
What? I hope they never Grinch.
It is the Grinch.
Make him look dangerous, but Christmassy. Okay, posting now.
We need the eye in the sky.
Okay, guys, prompter is loaded.
Ready to go live.
In 3, 2, 1.
Christmas has been stolen by none other than the Grinch.
Eyewitnesses saw him struggling, carrying all that Christmas decorations. He couldn't have gone.
Excuse me, Paul. I'm being told we have a sighting of this green menace in our backyard.
Ha, we got him green-handed.
At GBM, not even the Grinch could cancel Christmas.
This past year, we have enjoyed creating moments to bring you and your families together. And this holiday season, we wish you and your families even more togetherness, with moments filled with love, laughter, and joy. We wish you a Merry Christmas and much success in the new year from all of us here at GBM.
Welcome back to Open Your Eyes, and staying in the theme of Christmas, we are having a conversation about classic Belizean Christmas traditions, and joining us in that conversation is the President of the National Creole Council, Mr. Wilford Felix. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You bring back the old-fashioned Christmas. I know say no sterile wine. I know say no boomerang chime. I know say where my cake there.
Well, what day today?
Today is the 22nd.
The 22nd.
Yes,
all
so
right.
we're supposed to don't start.
Well, this is the day when we would have started.
Yes.
We would have done got the 3-4 tray of egg stuck up in our corner already.
Yes.
You know.
The Mali done layout.
No,
or no yet?
you know what layout yet, but you will roll up in our corner behind the door.
You wait till the 24th night for start
So
rolling.
by this evening, tomorrow, we start put on
roll
down.
it out.
Yes.
All right.
So we're discussing what we consider to be a traditional Belizean Christmas, right? But it varies by generation.
Right.
And it varies by what your family looks to and upholds as part of its tradition. Maybe it's cultural, maybe it's familial, and what have you. Let's begin by talking about your idea, your definition of what a traditional Belizean Christmas is.
Well, traditional Belizean Christmas for me, the Christmas start in our household when the marley start put down.
Okay.
When a marley smell, that new marley smell, just flood the
Unmistakable.
house.
Yeah.
You know Christmas there.
Yeah.
You know the corn.
It's
It's
here.
here.
It's here. Yeah.
Then when you the mix the cake batter, now it no mixer by hand.
By hand. Yep.
Pot spoon.
You know.
And then the
Christmas
kids
there.
lick out the bowl afterwards.
Look here, I just like help.
Just for that reason.
Just we could have
Yeah.
the privilege for the bowl and the spoon.
Yep.
Especially when
Yes,
the
sir.
black cake they make.
Yeah.
And then by the time the third batch, you'll have a big pain in the belly, but you can't tell nobody because
I never that greedy about it. But no, you're right? There are certain things in the household that come to define how we experience Christmas holidays, right?
Right.
So I'll go first, right? Just to share what my idea of what our traditional Christmas was back in the days, right? So yes, so there's a downtown shopping first of all, right? I remember with my mom and her sisters, they would all gather us as kids and then we go downtown for the whole day, right? So you go to Bluebirds, you go to Sikafi, right?
Yes.
You go on all these stores on Albert Street. And then you either pick out your tennis or your clothes, then you pick out your toys, differently things like that. But it's a family experience and all day thing, right?
Right.
But then you also have to stop at either Liberty store or Delta store to pick up the Marley, right? You jump in a taxi, the whole thing roll up and they hang out at the back of the taxi, right? But the joy of it is being able to spend that time with your family because it's a lot of activities that you're doing together. So even if we're looking at putting down the Marley, somebody have to cut, somebody have to roll out, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So, but it's all teamwork, if I could describe it as such.
Right.
But that's just one part of it, right? There's also the midnight mass.
Yes.
For those of us who celebrate, you look forward to the 24th night, you look forward to the 31st night to go to midnight mass, right? Then you actually have caroling, people who actually sing Christmas songs. Now, forgive me, Wilford, I don't know if I done outgrow it or whatsoever. I don't feel it anymore the way I once did as a child growing up.
I think it's the changes though in innovation and technology, because while you come downtown forget your stuff, us that don't live in Belize City, you have to plan the whole trek for come that Belize City.
Right.
So I remember as a kid, you make the plan to, first of all, where I lived, you never had a bus, so you have to catch the first truck out. Right? So whichever vegetable truck they go out, you have to catch the first vegetable truck out. Then you go into Belmopan, and then you catch the bus. And then you head your way to Belize City. So it was almost like an excursion going to Belize City.
That different
and yes, and then because where we are, big buildings and then the kind of stuff that wasn't a part of our everyday life. So you're not amazed at the hustle and the bustle of all of the people and all of the lights and everything.
I read a story once, right, with Country Mouse and City Mouse.
Yeah.
Yes.
But no, but it is all of that. And as a kid, you are amazed at how many things and all of the things that are on the windows and so forth. And of course, your parents have a different idea about what they would do to Belize City, right? But it's all of that, and then you spend and you get up early to do that. So you spend your entire day in Belize City doing whatever it is, or wherever the larger urban space, right, closest to you. And then you pack up everything and then you head back with all of them black bag in at the bus, and you have to make one next trek and then a next trek, and then you make it home. So you know they plan Christmas at the 22nd. You probably plan Christmas from the week before, so that you're able to get all of that done. But now you don't do that, right? Now it's like now you just take your phone out and you order on Amazon and you're done.
A lot of things have been lost in translation, right? And if we're to refer back to the cultural elements that make Christmas season what it is, I could recall, and I was saying this to you guys before we started the segment, radio and television are very, very important to upholding certain traditions.
Yeah.
I say that because there was Radio Belize, BCB, and then Love FM in terms of our national signal, right? And all of those Christmas songs, the broke down, I recall as a child hearing Mr. Peters, all of them broke down songs during Christmas time, right?
Yeah.
Brad Patico, all of these guys during Christmas time. Now when you turn to radio, you don't hear that. You hear American music that has replaced our Belizean cultural songs and stuff like that.
But
so,
go ahead.
Growing up,
yes,
you mentioned a very good point. The entire season was about connecting with people and the togetherness of the family, because all of we together have to make Christmas. And you can't no one do your part. Because then the repercussions of that could turn out to be, again, no gift.
Maybe a naughty boy.
So for we Christmas started with cleaning the yard and the house. And we used to have to clean the whole yard.
Deep clean.
And I could still recall my mom saying, I don't want to see no dirt on the ground.
Yep. And dirt to the clean, basically.
But she meant that anything whether not part of the natural environment needs to go. And then the cleaning of the house, we used to have to scrub from the step. And we had at least 12 flight of stairs going up to the house.
Because you had the stilts.
For we house some pair of stilts. Then when it came to going to town, that two shopping will happen, The first shopping will include the entire family, all the picnic. And one element of that is for our parents to see what attract us in the show window.
Yes, so do the window shopping first.
Yes.
No, but at the same time, the Mali want to buy the curtain material, want to buy. We don't want to buy curtain because my mom, my mom used to sew.
So she did buy material for make.
She never made a buy ready made.
No. We're going to buy the material. And so one big part of the Christmas elements in my home was the sound of that sewing machine buzzing. And my mother sew from before he get the motor for put on the machine. When the sewing machine have the pedal where you do back where from
and
you sew with your
you
foot.
spin the wheel, you spin the wheel on it. I used to watch my mom do that too.
So when the first shopping done, then my mom, my pa went back that time.
Without or no?
Forgive me, Will.
Incidentally,
you the talk, and I think what Singer was the brand of the sewing machine.
Sorry, go ahead. You had Singer, and then when the motor come in, you had Brother.
Go ahead, don't mind me.
So, we don't know that the second shopping will be if you go buy gifts. Then all of a sudden conversation will start up about when they forget and what they may never put on the list.
But then that they all on half of the chores.
Correct.
Yeah.
That the day when you are here, when I come back, I don't want to see no dirt on the ground. I want the steps so clean I could eat half of it.
I think that the things that all of our stories have in common is the involvement of doing things together. Right? And that I think has been lost. I'm not sure, and I'm only speaking based on what I'm seeing now. Like I said, you no longer have to make that family trip because you have Amazon. You buy everything online, or if maybe one of you come out.
Some people go Amazon. Other people.
I just think that even of the I find now that maybe perhaps certain households, their kids are grown. And so you don't do some of the things that you used to do. For instance, like we used to bake cookies and we used to, I still bake, but it's no longer that whimsical element of having my siblings around me. And so, Carla, we done big and gone and no, but I have to do it, right?
And you even have businesses where you can order your cake from now.
So you no longer do it.
Look, there's nothing like being around a kitchen the warmth of the oven and you smell ham or that turkey or that black cake while it is being baked. That is an experience in and of itself, right? So if you're foregoing that to order the cake or order the ham or order the turkey already prepared, then that whole element gone right there, right? It's like there's that, then there's actually wrapping up the gifts and stuff like that. When you remove those elements, you're actually losing that community feeling, that coming together of family.
Well, forgive me, but me can't wrap gift to save my life. So my mom have to do that, or I go to A&R for make them do that.
One other thing, right? As a child, receiving gifts was a privilege.
Yeah.
And our parents does make it known that you don't have to get no gift. You getting one gift is as a result of you behaving a certain way or carrying yourself a certain way, being in line. If whole year I may have to talk to you and tell you my phrase, no make have to tell you the same thing over and over and over. Right? So if you were along within the Christmas theme with Santa, we have the good list and the naughty list. So if you made up on the naughty list whole year, you will still get a gift, you know.
But not the one that you want.
You know what be where you want and to spite. You know what be where you want. Because this are the lesson where you will learn for next year.
But in terms of keeping it like the standard, I don't even want to say standard Belizean Christmas, because while you have the mali, while you have the spring cleaning, while you have the turkey and
we don't get to the rumpopo yet.
We don't get to the rumpopo yet. You have the cakes and so forth. There are all of these different family households that did things that were just for that family for Christmas. So let's talk about some of the things that you did on Christmas.
I grew up in a very traditional Creole household, and storytelling is a big part of our everyday life. Storytelling is a big part of our
things, right?
togetherness as a family. And my ma, that always the main storyteller, and what we used to look forward to, that he has stories about when she was small, and what her Christmas and her family setting was like. So while with the story, the cake batter, there's stories to be told. While in Mali, they lay down stories to be told. So the Christmas in our household always came with storytelling. And that helped to set the feeling and the atmosphere much better in terms of our expectancy for what the Christmas would turn out like.
Yeah, I think for us it was always the days leading to Christmas that made it like, Christmas Day come, you open your gift, you you date your family, the adults step on one side, the kids they play on the other side, and you kind of just enjoy the day. But it was always the events leading to Christmas that I used to look forward to. You bake your cake, you get your supplies and all of that stuff.
Let's step back a bit, because my reminiscences at this point are going
wild. We put Isani in his childhood.
I'm smiling to myself, right? The storytelling aspect of it, right? Oral tradition is such a big part of the Belizean experience, right? Where I could remember as a child once again, and there's this elder at this point. His name is Kashan Aspinall, right? And he used to give the Anansi stories and stuff. And there was a point where it was also recorded and played on radio as well, right? But you have all of these folk stories that were being told that were an inherent part of the season itself. It's like, you can't have Christmas if you don't hear the Anansi stories, because then when you hear the song, Good Morning, Miss Lady, it's because Anansi had a lady and high grass, right? Those things are an intrinsic part of the whole experience. And my argument once again is that I don't know that we're feeling that same vibe today. And respect to the fact that we come from a different generation, right? The younger folks probably don't know that or weren't exposed to that. They're on tablets, they're getting all these other kinds of devices and they're communicating differently.
Yes.
Right?
Nowadays, I'm aware that you have some parents when no one go through the trouble to try to figure out what gift you are like.
Yeah.
So April, your appearance today.
Let's give you the money.
Give you the money.
No man.
Guilty as charged. What?
No man.
I'll leave that
I still not buy what I want, and they know that. So but it's true, and I think that like I watch my siblings grow up in a different Christmas than I did, and even up to today, just recently Saturday, you know, we already know we have to go to grandma because tamales to get make. Like that's something that's fundamentally planted in us, in my generation, but it's still, you're not seeing people ask about it, right? I think things like
excuse me, I have a question for Uno.
Fire away, brother.
Oh no.
Where we used to buy before we start use Marley.
That I don't know. That's a little bit before my time.
I grew up with three different words, perhaps for the same thing, or maybe not three different things, right? I grew up hearing, I said vinyl, which is vinyl, then linoleum, and then Marley. I don't think that's the same thing. I know, that's what I'm saying.
I used to sell linoleum before.
Those are three words that I believe perhaps describe the same thing. So I don't know if one came before the other, or we talk about two different things.
No, my pa, when him is small, Marley never there yet. Linoleum never come in yet. So my pa then used to go buy Congoleum.
Okay, that's a new one. Bring it in. That before me.
So it's very similar to what the Marley is, just that the material that was used was slightly different and it used to come thicker.
Okay, gotcha.
And then Congoleum was phased out, then linoleum came in. And then when linoleum phased out,
use tile floors
Marley.
That's true, because now if you have a tile home, all you have to do is sweep and map that, and you know, you carry on your merry way.
So that removes that element from the Christmas tradition.
Yeah.
But some people still do it. Like just last week when we had Shelly and Emmett on the show, after we finished, Shelly said, I have to go do my shopping since I didn't in Belize City. I have to go buy my Mali and all of that stuff. So some people still definitely do it. I just think it's where you are in Belize and I guess the access that you have to certain things.
Then
but,
one other thing, a lot of people, they buy more rugs.
Yeah.
No.
But once you got tiles, look, I used to buy area rugs almost every year, even with a tile floor, and I realized that's double work.
That double work, it's not about for cleaning.
That's cleaning a rug,
vacuum it, lift it up, and
when you could just simply sweep the tile and map, and you got clear, man.
As soon as you lift up the rug for clean, the dirt, whether you never get from the rug, get on from the tile again, and you still have to do it back again. No, the rugs.
Okay, let's talk about caroling though.
Yes.
Right? Because there was also once upon a time where you had people who go door to door singing Christmas songs, right? I don't see that as much. And I was talking to a colleague of mine in the newsroom last week about that. I don't see people do that anymore. In as much as they had certain traditions, like, so I'm Garifuna, right? So during Christmas season, you have the Jankono, the Cherry Canary, and all of these other cultural stuff that are Garifuna, right? You don't really see it like that anymore.
No.
Everything just feels as if it's gradually fading away.
Yeah. What it feels like to me is that the values that used to accompany the Christmas traditions, some of it have been lost.
Yeah.
And so now I see people just trying to get the season over with.
Yeah. Because of the hustle and bustle of it all, right?
I would blame it on the commercialization of Christmas.
Correct.
Agreed.
And a big part of it is not having that intergenerational conversation where you learn why your ma used to do certain things because she learned that from her ma or from a granny growing up, why your pa reserve himself in a certain way during Christmas time because that's what he learned from his parents.
Okay, I have a question for the fathers in this room because I as a child, you know, the Christmas gift purchasing, right? We were just talking about it earlier, that the kids and so forth. I don't know what our kids get for Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what your kids get for Christmas?
Of course.
Yeah.
Because I'm intimately involved in that. So I have to know.
Likewise.
I know what both of my kids get for Christmas because I invested in
I
that.
used to watch a lot of the memes on Facebook.
I think I could have had a question.
No, you want to know why? Because there's always this meme that says, everybody and your dad finds out what you get for Christmas on Christmas Day.
Okay, gotcha. Well, go ahead, you go first.
That fits a certain type of household,
right?
Where the role of the father is more so as a financial provider, so he just want to give the man the money, and then the man take care of business.
And there are times when we do that, right? Particularly when your kids reach a certain age. Because I recall that as a child growing up, both of my parents were very much involved in what we used to get as gifts for Christmas. But then when I reach 15, 16, it's easier that they just give you the money and you buy what you want for yourself, right?
Right.
And I think to an extent, that's where I am right now.
So then is Christmas just for the kids then? I feel like adults should enjoy Christmas too.
Yeah, we do. But we enjoy Christmas differently. I think when you become a parent, right, you start to look at things from a different point of view.
Yeah.
So, and I've said this before, for me, Christmas is not about what I get. Christmas is about what I give. And seeing that spark in my kids' eyes and whoever else I give a gift to, that to me is what gives me that joy.
Definitely.
And then you look around your home and you see the curtains up, you see the mallet down, you see the new covering on the sofa. That's another element.
Yeah.
For September, October, you have to book or you have to get in a line with the upholster companies if you could get your sofa in, because if you wait till November, December,
done
too late. Right?
Yeah.
So you could look around your home and see all the things that you were able to improve on and have that pride in yourself and know I work hard all year if you could afford this for my family.
Yeah.
It's true.
Man, we've come a long way when we think about Christmas tradition in Belize, right? And I go back to saying that it's a generational thing.
Yes.
I can sit here and I could recall having to deal with hardship and how you make the best of a bad situation if that were the case. All in the spirit of enjoying Christmas or enjoying Christmas Day, right?
Yeah.
Because admittedly, when you have parents who are hardworking, it's not to say that they don't escape the struggle. The struggle is real, right? So some Christmas you have a little bit more than you'd have for other Christmas and so on, but they still go above and beyond to make something happen for their kids, right?
Right.
As a child, and I'll share this openly, I think one memory that stays with me, I feel like I got it.
Yeah, go ahead.
One memory that stays with me is on Christmas Day, once way back, my mom had us cleaning, right? Scrubbing the floor and all of that stuff we described. And I used to say, man, I hate this Christmas, right? Because nobody works on Christmas Day, right? It was long afterwards and I realized, you know what? It never really made it happen like that Christmas, but she still made sure that we did our chores so that we could so that we could actually get something to still feel that Christmas spirit.
Right.
Now when you look at, we as parents, we try to make things a lot better or easier for our kids. My kids don't know what that I struggle.
Yeah.
They just wake up on Christmas Day, they know they'll get all these goodies and stuff like that, but they don't know what goes into being able to make it happen for them.
Correct.
Right?
And that's why
excuse me.
Christmas was a family event.
Yeah.
So that you're responsible, as I mentioned earlier, to make Christmas. So even as a child, you got one part to play to make all we could spend Christmas.
Yeah.
Now, I want to touch back on the caroling. I grew up in the 80s. And so by that time, we not really made a carol much. But being in our traditional Creole household, we bram every Christmas.
Yeah.
We never at that time we never got no drum, but the pint bottle come out, the bucket come out, the scrubbing board come out, the grater come out, and we the buckle pan table draw the car.
Yep.
And that the cultural aspect of Christmas is very important because, excuse me, it allows the parents to impart those traditional values to the children and also attenuate excuse me, certain traditions and help move it forward.
Yeah.
So for example, one of the things I do now is I let my children know that only don't have to wait till Christmas for a gift or something.
Yep.
Because Christmas is not just about getting gifts.
Yeah.
As we mentioned, we've reiterated it, excuse me, it's about the coming together of the family. And one thing what we used to prepare for too, that visitors, maybe your auntie will come in and will spend Christmas with you, your granny will come and spend Christmas. And it was about, excuse me, accommodating the relatives that would visit.
Welcoming people to your home.
Correct. And essentially that is the spirit of Christmas. Maybe you have a neighbor where you know is not as well off as you are. Or maybe the neighbor you know might can't provide any gifts for your picnic for this Christmas. So then that where you in the spirit of giving, buy one or two gift without the picnic say of course, give it to the neighbor and say,
handle kids.
Correct.
I used to always wonder why my grandma used to make so much food and so much cake and so much. It's not just for us, but it was to
For the
share with
community,
everybody.
the neighborhood.
All right, well, for that April is in the spirit of Christmas Bram, where the tradition is to go from house to house, visiting. Now, a lot of people motivation that we go eat out people food, and drink all their sterile wine, and eat out their light cake.
It's a good motivation.
Right? But the Christmas Bram, I have to talk about this.
All right.
Go ahead, my brother.
Because April, as part of the Belize delegation, had recently returned from India.
With the UNESCO
where,
inscription.
Correct. The Sambai and the Christmas Bram of Gales Point, Malante, had just been inscribed on UNESCO's representative list for intangible cultural heritage. Now that was a big thing for Belize, we could say that broad, but it's a bigger thing for Creole people. It's a bigger thing for Gales Point, Malante. And I like to refer to Gales Point as one reset button for the Creole culture. So whenever we in the more urban spaces feel like we lose with traditions,
you go back.
Make one trip to Gales Point.
I like the Mecca.
Yeah, it is the Mecca at this point.
Right?
Make we hear while you tune them.
We can't let her go without to hear,
you can't say you should bring your drum and not play it on set.
Well,
but I have to take off all of
I have to.
So what is a song that you could play that you definitely remember growing up with?
Make we hear the Good Morning Miss Lady.
That's right there.
There we go.
That Good Morning Miss Lady. That is national Christmas song.
Yes, it's the national anthem for Christmas.
Correct. The national anthem for Christmas.
All right.
You have to chime in on April. You're lead singer.
The call and response.
Good morning, Miss Lady. How are you this morning? I come feel like I complain, but it's very Christmas morning. And I'd say, go baby. No.
You see, we don't know now.
You got two versions of this song, you know.
Okay. What's the alternate version to those lyrics?
Not that part. You have one line that has an alternate.
Okay.
Right? And because with the part
TV.
Yes. No. We say stin up on a belly.
Belly? Okay.
That's the version where we teach
the kids.
The kids.
Yes.
Well, I've heard boom boom and I've heard batty, but
I have belly. Yeah, go there.
Shall we proceed?
Yes. Good morning, Miss Lady. How are you this morning? I come feel like I complain for this Merry Christmas morning. And I'd say, Gawa baby, he hide me in a high grass. A busy little bee was passing and he staying up on the belly. Good morning, Miss Lady. How are you this morning? I come feel like Jack complete by this Merry Christmas morning. Me neighbor got one baby, he hide am in a high grass. A busy little bee was passing and he stayed up on a boom boom.
So, you know,
Excellent.
I listen to these lyrics, and one of the things I really like about Brahm is that the songs are always about a story that happened within the community.
Yes.
Right? So it's not just lyrics for lyrics' sake, right? It's probably an event that did occur.
Which is why we refer to the power of the oral tradition and
Right.
how it's handed down, right?
No, I learned one Brahm song from Malante. It's one that I really like, but it's really only applicable
To
in
Malante.
this season because our Christmas Brahm song. No, I sung it last night, and one of the band members called asked me what the song mean. Well, he asked me what part of the house that the room door corner.
What on earth? Room door
The
corner.
room door corner.
I don't know.
All right, wow. help me.
Yeah.
Well, I will have to get the official meaning of it when we go to Gales Point for Brampan Boxing Day.
Okay.
But as best as I could use my logic for understand it, the room door corner is that angle right next to the room door.
Okay.
So, you know, some doors you want build it maybe like 1.5 to 2 foot from the corner.
Yeah.
So, based on my logic, the room door corner is that little 1.5 to 2 foot.
Okay.
Okay.
Before you
That makes sense.
get to that angle where I give you the next wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the song go like this. Eleanor, fire dead on me room door corner. Eleanor, this your morning a Christmas morning. Eleanor, fire dead on me room door corner. Eleanor, this your morning a Christmas morning.
I know what Eleanor do with the room door.
So,
Call 990.
We-
Fire up on it.
We have to get the meaning of this. Like with a lot of the traditional Brahm songs or Sambai songs, we have to retrieve what they mean rather than just knowing the song.
The lyrics of the song.
So we will have to find out if the house made a burn down the morning or if one fire me starting at the room door corner. What happened?
Well, Wilford, it's always a pleasure having you on, talking about these traditions. Happy holidays. I know I want to see you for Brahmin.
Yes,
and thank you so much for sharing with us.
Welcome.
Excellent.
All
Well
right.
done, brother.
I want to close off by
Sure.
saying that the National Creole Council, they sponsor our shuttle for go to Malantego go Brown Pan Boxing Day. Check with Facebook page and I see the post and we'll link to our Google form where you full out so you could reserve your seat on the bus.
Excellent.
Nice.
Wonderful. All right, we take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to be diving into some Christmas games. I believe it's Annie and I, so you don't want to miss that. We'll be right back.
Electricity is essential for everyday life, but behind every outlet, a lot is happening to bring you safe, reliable, and sustainable energy. Let's start at the beginning. Independent power producers across Belize generate electricity using a mix of renewable and non-renewable resources. Electricity travels across a network of high-voltage transmission lines capable of transmitting electricity across long distances. Electricity then reaches your nearest substation, where it is adjusted to a lower voltage, making it safe to travel on the distribution lines you see in your community. From there, electricity makes its final journey from the distribution lines to your home, providing you with safe and reliable power when you need it. Belize Electricity Limited. We continue to serve you.
It's Christmas time at Brothers Habet and Habet, and we have some great gifts for you, like
Our signature 15% off all Berger, Penta, and domestic paints, and 30 to 40% off selected and discontinued colors. 15% off all power tools, 20 to 30% off select tiles, 20 to 65% off light fixtures, and 40% off sunlight windows and mirrors. Also, GST free days on December 6th and 20th. Plus, for every $50 you spend, get a chance to win a $500 gift certificate in our 12 Days of Christmas giveaway. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year from all of us at Brothers Habet and Habet and Habet.
Oh, I need this Christmas time. It's to keep your heart near mine. It's much the way I'm gonna reach you. Every message, every call. I don't need a gift to hold. Just a voice that feels like home when the day is flowing through. Smart's connecting me straight to you. May every hello I miss you, every Merry Christmas too. Through this season warm and bright, Smart connects our hearts tonight. All we want this Christmas time is that feeling so divine. Sharing joy across the nation, Smart connects our families. Keeping every heart in touch, 'cause the season means so much when the data's flowing through. Smart's connecting me straight to you.
May every hello I miss you and Merry Christmas find its way through.
Because no distance is too far when we're smartly connected.
Merry Christmas!
Smart, bringing people together.
We at Fulltech Systems understand that technology isn't just a tool, it's a game changer. At home, smart devices and AI are revolutionizing daily life. In education, tech is making learning more interactive and accessible for students and educators alike. For businesses and government, it's driving innovation, streamlining operations, and unlocking growth, leveraging tech for better services, infrastructure, and security. At Fulltech Systems, we help you thrive with cutting-edge solutions, partnering with leaders like Dell, HP, Microsoft, APC, Fortinet, Cisco, and Tomier. We deliver the right products for your needs, whether it's boosting efficiency, improving customer engagement, or scaling operations. Connect with us and let's drive innovation together. Fulltech Systems, your technology center, where you come for the price, but stay for the service.
Driving around, particularly during this holiday season, can be quite an experience. Families are out shopping and the streets are buzzing with excitement. It reminds me that this season is all about connections, and it starts with how we treat each other, even on the road. When I'm behind the wheel, I always remind myself that being on the road is more than just following the rules. It's about looking out for each other and making sure we all get home safely to our families. This season, let's continue to be alert and be kind on the road. Be courteous, give way, and stay safe. A message from BEL.
Welcome back, welcome back. We are wrapping up our Monday morning show with a Christmas game. I think that, you know, you have to get a little bit more innovative as the years go along and find games to play with your family. So this game is called Christmas Heads Up. And what the rules are basically is that there are a list of words that are Christmas related on these cards that we have here. And Isani and I will take turns. I will hold up the card so I can't see the words that are on the card. And Isani has to, I guess, say descriptions of what the word is so that I can guess what is on the card. Yes? Simple enough?
Sounds straightforward, but sometimes straightforward still goes above my head, right?
I just hope that you... I hope you could see the words, Isani. All right, let's see. And
it's 2 cards you're taking
yes,
up, right?
because I can't necessarily, hold on. I can't necessarily see what's on the, yeah, okay. So.
All right. Red and white.
Santa Claus?
No.
Red and white. Red and white.
Confectionery. Red and white confectionery. Sweet.
Cake.
Red and white cake.
Christmas cookie. Christmas cake.
Red and white.
Red and white. It's a confectionery.
Yeah.
Fruit cake.
No, confectionery could mean sweet to me. Work with me.
Aye. Red, white, and candy cane.
Well, hello.
All right. Okay. Next. Listen. My mind is on baking right now. Clearly.
You did a red and white cake.
I did a red and white cake.
So
yes.
it's two cards that I take up.
It's 2 cards to make sure that there's a word, but I don't I don't see a word. Let's see.
No word, not today.
No word, not today. Hold on.
All right.
Make sure we get them all. Okay. Not seeing them. Hold on. I got this. I think. I hope. We don't know. I think it's, wow. Come on, guys. These are a lot of cards.
A lot of empty cards.
These are a lot of cards. Okay. I think.
All right.
Yeah. All right.
So I'm going to hold this up this way?
Yeah. Okay.
Staccatos.
Staccatos.
Black cake?
Yes!
That was my first go.
I couldn't say black card anyway, I get it. Had to really think about that one, I just know. All right.
All right. I'm thinking about what the best description I could give you. I don't want to make it too difficult, right? A house. A house.
Gingerbread? Okay. You can't think I say a house.
Because I can't tell a gingerbread man a gingerbread
say,
house,
okay,
right?
no, yes, no. So 1 and then 2.
All right, no, good,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I'm good here. Oops.
But big, yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Turn, Oh, shoot. Shapes that you eat. Shapes that make things that you eat.
A cookie cutter?
Yes! Man, it's time to get all the easy ones.
That's not easy.
Yes.
I have to spend some brain cells, but not just so.
Okay.
Baby Jesus. Mary. Joseph.
The nativity scene?
There we go.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Next.
All right, I have to turn it this way.
You open one every day of the season. So there's something to open every day for the holiday season.
Cake?
No. You have to open it every day of the holiday season.
That's a tough one. You open it every day.
You
of
open
the
it, then it
holiday
leads up to Christmas.
My gosh.
I don't know if you've ever I don't know if you've ever had one, but
I'm
it's
still
very, very,
excited.
very, very like popular now, where you open something and you get like a little gift for each day that you open leading up to the 25th, sorry. So you have to open.
You have to help me this one, babe.
You gave up?
Yeah,
You
completely.
sure? Advent calendar.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
I would
that
have
wasn't
that.
something that, yeah, that's very popular now. I don't even think I had those when I was, yeah.
That's a new one for me, right?
All right. Is that it? Is that one?
Santa.
Uh-huh.
Sleigh.
Okay.
There was one of them with a
Reindeer?
There we go.
Okay. So you said Santa's sleigh. I didn't know if it was like Christmas present or a
Nah, one of them had a
stocking
red
or...
nose, right?
Oh yes,
Rudolph, right?
Rudolph. Guys, we have continued to play this the whole time.
So I've lost one so far.
Yes,
Man,
yes. That one, that one, I feel like
competitive spirit until I meet the advent calendar thing. I don't know about that one, right?
Okay. So Christmas Eve, chimney. You get
Santa, the good old jolly old
Santa,
guy.
Santa.
All right.
That one was easy.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys have to let it. Oh, yeah, they continue to play this till the show done. So you have to make her know when for finish. Okay.
White?
Snow?
No. I'll make it easy because I don't know how else to describe it.
Okay.
They're usually white.
A snowman?
No.
They're usually white?
Yeah, you said snow earlier and I said no.
Okay, so
Can't
no
say
snow, no
man.
snow. Okay.
They're usually white and feathery.
Doves?
No. Close enough, but no.
White and feathery. Is it a bird?
Bird-like features, perhaps. I don't know. Yeah, perhaps.
Bird-like features. And they're white. And that no a bird. Okay, okay. Not an animal. So it's a person with white and feather. Angels?
Well, hello.
I don't. He has said white and feathery, guys. Come on.
Because they have
really.
wings, right? And wings have feathers, right? And angels are often described as white, correct?
I
Working
guess.
for now. I was trying to make it easier for you.
But this was a Christmas heads up. Definitely, I had fun playing this one. I think you could make it into any sort of theme, right?
Yeah.
For the season. But this is something I think you guys can play with your family. If you have a whole bunch of kids around, just get them a bunch of sticky notes and put some pen and paper and work with that game there. But we will be playing other Christmas games leading up to the 24th, so you don't want to miss any of those here and open your eyes. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be back to wrap things up. Don't go away.
Weekend is going to be massive. Shop at any of our Benny's entity this Saturday and Sunday for our massive Massive weekends. 19% off plus no GST equals huge savings. Enjoy as much as 50% off on select items, leaving you with even more cash in your pocket. With falling prices and massive deals going on right now, you save even more. And don't forget your B-Bucks whenever you make a purchase. Don't have the app yet? You can easily download via Google Play or App Store and sign up to start earning your B-Bucks. So visit a Benny's store or Benny's entity near you on Saturday, December 6th and 20th from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. and on Sunday, December 7th and 21st from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Huge savings, no GST. It's the massive Massive weekends only at Benny's.
Benny's, Benny's, oh, Benny's, Benny's.
Electricity is essential for everyday life, but behind every outlet, a lot is happening to bring you safe, reliable, and sustainable energy. Let's start at the beginning. Independent power producers across Belize generate electricity using a mix of renewable and non-renewable resources. Electricity travels across a network of high-voltage transmission lines capable of transmitting electricity across long distances. Electricity then reaches your nearest substation, where it is adjusted to a lower voltage, making it safe to travel on the distribution lines you see in your community. From there, electricity makes its final journey from the distribution lines to your home, providing you with safe and reliable power when you need it. Belize Electricity Limited. We continue to serve you.
This Christmas is extra special for us at BB Insurance because it's our first. You welcomed us into your lives, and we couldn't be more grateful. Your trust means everything. From all of us at BB Insurance, thank you for being a part of our journey. Here's to many more holidays together. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Welcome back to Open Your Eyes, and thank you so much for sticking with us. We are wrapping up our Monday morning show, and I want to say a big thank you to our guests for joining us on the conversation on the couch this morning, and a big thank you to you, our viewers, for tuning in today. It is December 22nd, and we have a very special birthday shout out to one of our members of the GBM family, and that's Daryl Miguel. Happy birthday, Daryl. Happy birthday. But that why I never come to the true, because thy birthday, they take it morning easy. But happy birthday, Daryl. I hope you have a wonderful birthday from all of us here at GBM. We'll get some cake too, so make sure you get that. And if you have a birthday shout out or just a question or a comment, you can drop us a line right here at oie@channel5belize.com. You can also catch our live stream every day on Facebook on Open Your Eyes BC, and check out our highlights on Instagram at OYE-Belize. We also have a WhatsApp number, so you can call us and text us on 675-2555. But please do us a favor and join us again tomorrow when you open your eyes.
To start your morning right.
Be sure to keep your eyes, your minds,
and your hearts open.
We'll see you soon, Belize. Have a wonderful rest of your Monday. Goodbye.
Was brought to you by the Belize Bank, our country, your bank, and Smart, bringing people together.